So the next topic is to find the root mean square value of alternating current, which is also known as the RMS value of AC. It is defined as that value of steady current which would generate the same amount of heat in a given resistance in a given time as is done by the AC when passed through the same resistance for the same time. So that means, let me just explain you by comparing AC and DC. So we are having one setup, resistance is capital R and AC current is passed through it for some time T, and supposedly that heat produced is H. Okay, now in the same resistance for the same duration of time we are passing DC current so that the same amount of heat is being produced. So in both the cases the resistance is same, the time is same, and the same amount of heat is being produced. Here also the same resistance for the same duration of time, steady current is passed and the same amount of heat is to be obtained. Okay, so now whatever amount of steady current will be used to obtain the equal amount of heat as was being produced by AC, that amount of steady current is called the RMS value. Okay, so now if you read the statement will be more clear to you. So in this case, we'll be first finding out the amount of heat generated when AC was being passed, and then when the amount of some amount of steady current will be passed and suppose same amount of heat is being produced, then we'll be comparing both the cases. So first let us find out, it is also denoted by IRMS, I effective or I virtual. This is a very common denotation. This is the common denotation which we use, IV or IRMS. It is also the effective value of AC. Okay, so for AC, let us find out the amount of heat produced when AC was being passed through it. So AC current is given by I is equals to I naught sin omega t. Then the amount of heat will be small amount of heat when small duration of time we are taking the reading. It will be I square R dt. Okay, so when we take the integration, put the value of I as I naught sin omega t, so it comes in squares. Sin square omega t can be written as 1 minus cos 2 omega t upon 2, and then we can divide the integration with a negative sign. We can be separating it, and then when we do the integration we finally obtain this value, that is heat produced when AC is passed is I naught square R by 2 t minus sine 4 pi by 2 omega. Now sine of 4 pi is 0 because it is a periodic function, so after every 2 pi it has to be 0. So at sine 2 pi it is 0, sine 4 pi is also 0. So heat comes out to be I naught square RT by 2, where I naught is the maximum or the peak value of the AC current. Okay, now let it be equation number 1. When we are using the steady current, in case of steady current we can directly find out at any time t, and when the time t is being passed, then if this is the amount of steady current being used and same amount of heat we need to get for the same resistance. Now we can compare these two directly. In case of AC, we cannot find the value at a particular instant, so that is why we have taken the dt. That means we have taken the duration of the time and then we found out the total heat produced. Now in the same time, the amount of heat produced is same for the steady current, so we are comparing these two relations and we obtain that IV is equals to I naught upon under root 2, or we can say that the RMS or the effective value of AC is 0.707 times the peak value of AC, or we can say it is 70.7% of the peak value of AC. And on the same grounds, this is what you have to do yourself. We can find out the RMS value of alternating EMF. That means you have to find out EV, and it also comes out to be E naught upon under root 2, or we can say that 70.7% of E naught. This is the same, on the same ground you can find out this thing. Okay.